Hi, this is Shu, recording a play and explain, playing some 500 NL on a Monday afternoon. Here we open, the blinds defend. I'm going to start off with a small stab. I think we have the best hand sometimes, and I expect, yeah, I'm just like trying to clean up my equity. I think once we get okay, so pretty easy fold, I think. Here folding. Here I'm gonna check again. Blind versus blind. I mean, villain's line doesn't really make much sense. They flattered the small blind, called flop, now leading turn. Um, Tight fold. Here I'm not gonna bluff king high. Here I'm gonna start off with a 1/3 c-bet, blind versus blind. We could go for a river 1-bet spot. Essentially at this point we're trying to get ace highs to fold. Wow, unlucky. Yeah, I was going to say that I'm not sure if ace high folds, and yeah, it would have been interesting if we faced a river bet. I maybe would have called. Just assuming that most pairs bet the turn, so when they go for the river 1-bet, it's like weighted towards bluffs. So yeah, these two players are fish. Honestly, 3 p.m. on a Monday is not the best time to be playing poker, so I'm extremely happy to have two fish at one table. Here with nines, I think this hand can go either way. I'm going to start off with a flat. We get a pretty good board for our hand and our range. I think we connect more on this board than the hijack. Over here, we could stab, we could check. I think I'm going to start off with a check. Okay, we got another limper. And gonna just start bluffing now. Over here, I'm gonna start off with a call. I can see villain over-aggressing on this board. And I also think if we start raising all of our pocket pairs, our check call range gets a little weak. Yeah, I'm not really sure if we're supposed to like raise some pocket pairs and call with some pocket pairs, but I'm cool with under-aggressing and letting villain just continue bluffing. This is an interesting run out. I do think villain goes for thin value here with any king and maybe like queens and jacks. Over here, just gonna start off with a c-bet against a fish and probably bet turns. Here, flatting with fives. Could make a case for 3-betting just to ISO, but either seems fine. I mean, I don't have like a strong read that this is a fish, because the only tag I have on him is that he limped pre-flop. Okay, he's definitely a fish. Okay, he checked back queen jack. This is a very annoying spot, because we're not getting the greatest price, but we're also in position. I think I'm gonna call. Here I'm going to call to raise rivers. Seems reasonable. I don't expect this turn lead to be that strong. We only face the half pot sizing, so depending on the river size. Okay, now he goes full pot. That's concerning. I mean, what value hands do they really have though? Ace, jack, ace, 7 maybe, king jack. I don't know. I would have liked to raise if they would have gone with a smaller sizing. Over here, pretty easy call, I think. Got a gutter. I think our 5 is live. So I'll make a fold here. Did not like. I did not like that hand. Kind of wish I would have gone for it. I mean, check, check, flop. 1/3, call, call. Just gonna check this back and give up, I think. Yeesh. Queens. Okay. Here, gonna call with 10s. Gonna flat with queen 9 suited. I think this hand can go either way. I think playing like 3-better fold is perfectly reasonable, but I don't think it's that big of a difference. Here, just gonna check back. Our gut shot. Here, gonna call with 10s. Big blind 3-bets are usually under bluffed. However, they still have plenty of air in their range. Here, just gonna call with top pair. Yeah, I think with just like 2 flush draws on the board, I think we have a little less fold equity. I think if we do bet, we should go big. I'm gonna go like 90%. Here, I think I'm gonna check back and go for value on the river. Here, I'm gonna check back 10s. It's a little tough to get called by worse. I think river clarity is pretty easy. I mean, if he's 3-betting appropriately, we could probably get 2 streets from like 7-6, 7-8, those types of hands. Oh wow, unlucky. But I mean, my general rule is to just like check back a lot of hands and let villain over aggress. So I expect the king to be a card where villain bluffs a lot. Probably expecting like a big size, like 140 or something, 130, 140. Oh geez, the really, really big size. What the heck? I feel like this always happens whenever I record a video. Just people just go into like, I guess that's exactly 2x pot. Alright, gonna get rid of the easy ones first. Definitely checking here. I mean, what? Are you kidding me? We have like jacks, we have 10. I mean, we have some kings that floated, right? I have no idea. Awfully suspicious sizing. I wish I had more time. Here, gonna check this. Gonna check this. I'm gonna put in the check raise, but then use the small size. I expect the sweating range to be a lot of one pair hands. It's a pretty bad turn card to continue barreling on. We have a lot of like gut shots, straight draws that check raise the flop. So which ones do we want to continue with? Probably like 10-9. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? I think this one is just a check fold. Definitely continue with like diamonds. Maybe this is a good one to like bet fold. I expect villain to have a lot of jack X, some eights that they slow played if they expect my turn check to be a give up. Yeah, it kind of sucks that we have one of the worst hands here, but just not going to go for it. The only reason why I would bet is to try to get like 10-9 or queen 10 to fold. Yeah, I don't think he's going to fold that hand. Thinking about that 10s hand, maybe I should have called. 10s is pretty high up there. I guess if we do check back our entire range, maybe it's not so high up, but still a good hand on that board for that scenario. This guy is a fish. I've seen him do all kinds of wacky stuff pre-flop. Wonder like what line has the most fold equity. Maybe bet check jam. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go with standard lines. Not my favorite turn card, but I think we just have a pretty clear bet. I might leave this game. It looks like it's all regs. Might throw on a 1K game just for the heck of it. think we're witnessing a double check raise on the 1K table. Interesting strat. Yeah, it's not a good sign when two hands in, everyone already looks really reggy. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit at this game. Facing big blind 3-bet, I'm gonna defend with this hand, flopping bottom pair on a board that connects well with villain's range. Perhaps a range bet here. Would consider folding to a big size, but versus a small size, just gonna call. And we turn a gut shot. Think if villain continues again, we have a pretty easy call. I don't really see much value in raising unless we raise and we can get called by worse and get better to fold. When villain uses this sizing, he's kind of saying he has like ace queen, ace king, ace jack, maybe some king queen, king 10, queen 10. And unless they're like the diamond variety, I don't think those hands are going to call. So, I guess this is a good candidate to call the turn to fold the river. I'm probably not calling the turn with a jack. Okay, I guess we can just get there in the worst way, but still improve. So, I think if villain jams, this is kind of gross, but I think it's a call. They still have bluffs. I don't think they jam. I mean, they probably still jam ace jack and pocket jacks. I mean, two pair, I'm just not folding. Just my very simple analysis. Yeah, nice hand. Kind of wanted to fold. Surprised they jammed so quickly on the river too. But I can see how they expect like ace queen to be inelastic there. And like the fact that like the 4-3, 5-4-3 is on the board, that like I have a lot of two pairs. Interesting spot. Villain, this big blind is a fish. It's gonna start off with a small c bet. And gonna check back the turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna check this down. Here on an I-high board, gonna start off with a big c bet. Here, gonna 3-bet. Should I have folded the 5-4? Kinda, I mean, being really results oriented. Their turn bluffs are what? Some 6-7s get there. They have ace jack, jacks, all the flushes, some ace 5s. And I don't even know if the Broadway hands even like go for it. This hand might be a nice triple barrel candidate, blocking ace queen, ace 10. I guess that doesn't matter because we just got raised. Here I'm going to flat, I think. I think this hand can go either way. I'm going to flat this time. The big blind seems like a fish. I'm not really sure. It's only 12 hands. I don't think they're going to get to squeeze that much because the opener is short. So yeah, that's one less thing we have to worry about. Here, just going to call with our gut shot, backdoor flush draw. Villain snap checks. I don't know what that means, but I think our hand is pretty clearly a check call if villain butts, and now we're just trying to get to showdown. Here I think we have a pretty easy call. Kind of sucks that the board paired, because villain's value range is like ace jack. I guess there's only one combo of ace jack suited, and 3 combos of jacks, 3 combos of deuces, 2 combos of ace deuce. Don't really know what bluffs are available, but I'm not going to fold just yet. Okay, thank you for shoving. Because I would have had, I mean, if he would have checked, I would have probably really sadly jammed. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance that we were drawing dead on the turn. Against the guy playing like a 16 deep up as well. Facing a 3-bet. Just gonna put in the standard 4-bet. Uh, 135 is 3x. I'm gonna go like 125. I don't think the sizing matters tremendously as long as it's somewhere between like 3.5 to 4x. Oh boy. Whew. Unlucky. It's pretty funny. I think that happened to me over the weekend, so just good old variance coming back. A little loose open. I think the button is a recreational player. So no, I'm not going to open this hand. The button is recreational, but he's also playing a lot of hands. And he's opening a lot of hands. He's kind of like a loose reg kind. And I mean, maybe they still make plenty of mistakes post-flop, but I'd rather open up. I'd rather play wider when there's like a tight player on the button. Paired board, paired dynamic. Just gonna start off with a c-bet. Might do the c-bet check and then raise river line. Oh, he raises. I think it's not the greatest candidate for a bet 3-bet, I think, because we blocked Jack 10. Wait, is Jack 10 even a draw? No, I guess that's irrelevant. I could see how this guy is steamed up, so I'm going to put in the raise to 95. Decent amount of the draws get there or turn a pair. Yeah, mostly just trying to get villain's air to fold on the flop. Now we are just shutting it down. If I do bluff, I wonder what size is best. I think I'm just gonna give this one up. Okay, good check back. We had the best hand on the flop. Not that that makes that bet 3-bet any better. Maybe I should be bet 3-betting less on paired dynamic. Yeah, I think I could have also used the bigger size. Like hands like 9-10 off. I don't know, do we want those hands to continue? I don't think we do. If we just like use a small size like I did, we just give them such a good price. I think we want to give them a slightly worse price. Yikes. Not normally an open, but small blind is a fish. It's like pretty hard for Villain to have nothing on this board. Although I do think he's bluffing, I just don't. I think we lose to some of his bluffs. And, like, we block the queen high flush draws, like Jack. Is there like Jack 3, Jack deuce? Yeah, there's just like not enough flush draws. Not gonna do anything crazy. Just gonna try to get the showdown. Gonna be flatting this 3-bet. Facing a pretty quick check. I mean, this hand can go either way. I think I'm gonna start off with a check back. With the plans of, I don't know, taking some raise lines on the turn and river. Okay, now raising for value. I think I'm gonna go for thin value here. Just gonna check. Hopefully villain spazzes. Okay, guess we're gonna go really small. Facing a bet check bet, blind versus blind for a really small price. Just gonna call with king high. I mean, yes, we do have all the pairs. Okay, we must be chopping, right? Just double check that I have a straight. I have a straight. Oh shit, what was that? Thank you, sir. Yeah, just gonna go with king eye. Nice value bet, sir. What in the world? Turned a set into a bluff? Because he... There's some sickos in here. I gave you such a good price. Why wouldn't you just call with a set? That is just nuts. Some people, man. You must think my river bet is like always value. Or maybe he's going for... No, he's not value jamming there. Right? He's not value jamming there. No way. No way, that's a bluff. I don't know. I don't know anything. Gonna bet multi-way. Think we have the best hand. Oh, that sucks. But, yeah, just gonna fold. I guess that's why you always play the nuts, or not always, but sometimes play the nuts passively, because people just like think you're capped and go absolute apeshit. I mean, I wasn't trying to slow roll him. He probably thinks I slow rolled him. I had like another hand going on, and I also just wanted to double check to make sure I had a straight. Here versus a low jack open, I flat the button, check on the flop, 10 turn. I think, man, people do all kinds of crazy stuff. Just gonna fold. I don't really know what this is. Wonder if this counts as a stop and go over bet spot. Kind of feels like it's a similar spot where people check a street and then over bet the next street. Is it like better to call with ace queen there than a pair? Maybe. I mean, ace queen is basically a pair, right? Assuming they don't overbet ace king. I feel like this is going to be a very strange play and explain. Lots of weird stuff going on. Like the 2x pop bet when I had tens versus like It was like hijack versus big blind. 3-bet. Hmm. Gonna check. Expecting villain to overbluff on an overcard turn. Just gonna fold middle pair to flop over bet versus a very tight villain that limped the button. Yep, and here we go. Pretty easy call. And I mean, it's not a brick river, but I don't think we get the full top pair. Cool, didn't even have to worry about it. And villain had king jack, so jack was a bad river card because they stopped him from bluffing. Oh well. Can't get perfect river cards every time. I'm not really sure. I think we have the best hand, and our range kind of feels like it should do a lot of betting, but I'm just going to check. Like, I think we need some check calls with 9x. I don't like that we're blocking a 10, but I mean, it's whatever. And I think we have a pretty clear call and likely calling most rivers. Um, hmm. Gonna fold the 9-8 off. I'd rather call like 6-5 off or something. But and over here, gonna call. Probably just gonna start off with a pure call on the flop and play some turns and rivers. This is pot -2. I mean, unless we got sucked out on or they have a queen. I mean, it kind of feels like a spot where they're under bluffing because, like, we're gonna have a lot of aces, we're gonna have a lot of queens, but we have a boat. Eh, sucky river. Decided to flat here. Um, I think villain could be going for thin value. 7654 gets there now. Can we get called by worse? I think we can. Some ace-7s, ace-6, ace-king. It doesn't feel too thin. I just like don't have any bluffs, but whatever. If villain has his beat, he has his beat, right? I feel like I'm making a lot of money just like slow playing and letting people just like spaz. Oh, I'm gonna raise this hand. This guy's a tight fish. He's just gonna fold a lot and fold post flop a lot, so just gonna raise pretty wide and like c-bet flop barrel turn high frequency. Man, I'm gonna check. I like playing pure bet, pure check on paired boards. And once they check back, I wonder how inelastic their calling range is gonna be. I'm gonna say fairly, so I'm gonna go big. I think they expect me to have a king a decent amount though, so I'm not gonna go too big. And the snap call is indicative that I should have gone bigger. Oh wow, they had a king. What? I feel robbed. They really didn't bet a king and then called the river? That's crazy. Must be a fish. Uh, facing a flop lead. Good thing I've taken enough hole. Wonder what we're supposed to do against the min bet. I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna call because we have the flush draw with our straight. Probably not gonna raise the river if villain bets big. Yes, I'm just gonna stick with a call. I don't think we get called by worse that often, unless they have like ace jack. I don't know. Just gonna make a tight call here, I think. Especially against this like tight villain type. Gonna call with sixes. Blind versus blind. And gonna fold the turn. And we're getting close to the hour mark, so I'm gonna start wrapping up. Probably just gonna bet. Actually, I might give up on this river. They're gonna have some 9x of clubs. I think a lot of their nines fold on the turn. So they're gonna be heavily weighted towards like a queen or a flush. And if they bluffed us, they bluffed us. Okay. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.